Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, and Hakwadash. The honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who will will, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preach His truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and Lord willing, this will be edifying. Shabbat Shalom. It's the Shabbat. The new moon came in last night. So now the Sabbath is from Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown. And basically the name of this lesson is look at the generations of old. Because basically I'm gonna go into uh different accounts. It's like in the scriptures that show examples, people that men that trust in the Lord, and the Lord was still on their side. The Lord delivered them. You know, and the Lord was found in their favor, man. You know, but first scripture I'm gonna get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this real quick. This is the book of Shabbat, chapter 32, verse 14. It say, "Whoso feareth the Lord will receive His discipline, and they that seek Him early shall find favor." And that word discipline goes into disciple. Hey, and what's part of the Lord's discipline? Following after His ways and putting off the ways of these heathens. Putting off the ways of this world and of this flesh, and serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, going through the trials and the different tribulations, and still keeping your integrity, man. You know, and because one great example in the scriptures of a man still keeping his integrity and still serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, still seeking the Lord no matter what, was Job. You know, but guess what? What was the latter end of Job? He received double of what he had at first, man. Because it said, "And they that seek Him early shall find favor." You know, meaning the Lord's gonna be on your side. He's gonna show you favor at the end. It's gonna be for your benefit. You know, sometimes the Lord put us through low predicaments, because at the end of it, it's gonna benefit you, and the Lord, he basically gonna look out for you, man. You know, get bless you. The Lord, he's gonna bless you at the end of your lows, man. But we gotta be patient and continue to wait on the Lord, man. No matter what. Because all these other people that's not waiting on the Lord and that's not seeking the Lord, they not gonna find favor at the end in the time of Jacob's trouble. They're not gonna be the first. They're not gonna get delivered from the nuclear missiles, man. Because they wasn't seeking the Lord. But us in this truth, Lord willing, we be a part of the elect, starting with the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Hey, that's what we doing. We a seeking favor in the Lord's sight, man. And Lord willing, in that time, He'll show us favor, man. But these people who not putting no work in, that's not seeking the Lord now, that's not doing anything that's beneficial to the spirit, they not gonna find favor in that day, man. You know. But this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 50. It say, "Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers." Right? You're supposed to have a some type of enthusiasm for this truth, man. For the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're supposed to have some zeal for the Lord, man, and for His precepts. For these scriptures, man. You know, Hey, and you're supposed to be a servant, and you're supposed to dedicate yourself unto Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know, it's a call to remembrance the acts of our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. Right, it's different men in the scriptures, multiple accounts uh, uh, of men and women too that was examples of being a servant or a follower of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, man. You know, and is honored. You know, it said you're gonna be greatly honored and have an everlasting name, man. You know, and will be rewarded in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, so hey, the prize, the benefits that the Lord got for us is abundantly and everlasting, man. It don't stop, you know. But hey, it's about what you do now in this present time. That's determines if it's gonna benefit you later, man. But it say, was not Abraham found faithful in temptation? So like it say, was not Abraham found full? So like it was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness. Yeah, what happened? Abraham, he was about to sacrifice his beloved son unto the Most High. The reason why, because the Most High told him to, man. He didn't put his flesh before him, or he ain't hopping his feelings and say, oh no, 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 Lord, no, Most High, I can't do that. This is my son. This is my only son that I have. I can't do that. No, he just went along with the plan. Hey, why? Because he had trust and faith in Yahweh Shemiah Rashah. Because he was a servant unto Yahweh Shemiah Rashah. He didn't care about his own feelings, man. But it's indentation or intentation. It's the act of intending or state of being. Oh, so like I'm about to look up this word intentation up just so we get a better understanding of the scripture. All right, it's a action of making a dent or impression, small hollow or depression. It's a thing intended. All right, I was just reading up on some stuff. But yeah, it's a I guess it's correlated with the world. I mean, with the word intention, and they say a thing intended or an aim or plan. So there you go. So it said was not Abraham found faithful. So like it was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness. Right. Yeah, because hey, faithful. Abraham mindset was to what? To a be to worship Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. He was taken away out of his father's house to be a servant unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And by Abraham, um having that committing that righteous act, well, he was labeled after doing that. He was labeled as the Most High's friend. You know, hey, and like Yahweh Shah said, you're my friends, man. You know, hey, if you love me, keep my commandments. So if you do the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah, hey, the Lord um hails you at high regards, man, because you are example, you are representation of Him. It's a Joseph in the time of his distress kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt, right? And even in time, Joseph, another example, man. One of the Jacob's 12 son. Through all that stuff he went through his brothers. Um, hey, so like, and just speak about the Abraham thing, because hey, even hey, the Lord tried him, but it came to the point he didn't even have to sacrifice his son, man. It was just a test to see was he gonna stay faithful until Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, or until the Most High Yahweh. It was a test was he to remain faithful, and he did, and he was able to keep his son, you know. So hey, the Lord he rewards you at the end of the tests that you overcome. But even in the time of Joseph, like I was just saying, um, in the time of Joseph, you know, oh yeah, his brothers envied them, turned their backs on him, sold him into slavery. He was in prison, but hey, by him still keeping his integrity, by him still worshiping Yahweh Bashem Shah, what happened? He got exalted. He was second in command in Egypt, and he was well fed. He was straight. He had children, and his brothers and his whole family was there in Egypt with him and was taken care of, man. You know, it's a Phineas or father, and being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Right, that's another example, man. That's one of the sons of Phineas come from the lineage of Eleazar, of Aaron, you know, and he stayed loyal unto the priesthood, man. It's Yahweh for fulfilling the word was made a judge in Israel to both Joshua, Caleb for bearing witness before the congregation received the heritage of the land. Okay, it's a David for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Right. Hey, he still trusted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Through that whole thing he was going through with Saul, you know, through going through that whole thing with Saul trying to kill him, this and that, he still stayed faithful to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He still was loyal and merciful until Saul through all of that, man. You know, and he had two times of a perfect opportunity to slay Saul, but he didn't, man. And the Lord made him king over Israel. You know, and King David kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom, man. in the time to come. There, and that's a perfect example. A of a person being loyal to the Most High, got rewarded at the end of their affliction, and for the time to come, is going to get rewarded again for it, man, and even a greater reward, man. You know, hey, that's a representation of the Lord's elect, because King David, he's a part of the elect, man. He's gonna be under Yahweh Shah in the kingdom to come, right along with the rest of the 144,000. They're gonna be the first to inherit the kingdom. So, hey, the Lord, not just gonna protect you in the time of Jacob's trouble, or give you rewards now on this side, but he's also gonna reward you in the kingdom of heaven if you endure to the end. He gonna reward you, have you be a part of the first fruits, being joint heirs with Hamashiach, you know, being on top, man, in the kingdom to come. It's a um, Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven. That's the same thing with Enoch, man. They was just binked up. They didn't die, man. Hey, and that's another representation, because the elect is going to get binked up on chariots, man. It's a Ananias, Azarias, Mishael, by believing were saved out of the flame. Another example, it was delivered, man, and still kept their integrity. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of the lion. He got lions, plural, and he got delivered twice out of the lions den, man. Was thrown in the lions den, man. And that's another example, you know, of no matter what, still keep your integrity and how about Shimon Shah, and he's gonna deliver you, and he's gonna reward you, man. Because hey, when all these names right here that I named so far, when did he let any of them down? It say, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. So hey, if you put your trust in Yahweh Shemel Shah, can't nothing overtake you, man. You know, you can't you're not gonna be taken down and be destroyed, man. I'm gonna just get that in a second. In Shabbat, hey, cause hey, right here, those were great men. Those lists of great men, not your Martin Luther Kings and Harriet Tubmans and um, what's the other one? Malcolm X. Your great man is the prophets that's written in these scriptures, man. That was examples. Hey, the Maccabees brothers, they all were examples of to follow the ways of the Lord, man. Of being a servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Those were another. Oh, even Mattathias, their father, even their mother, that they was examples of being a faithful servant unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. You don't think the Lord is going to reward them for that in the kingdom of heaven? You know, uh, verse this Sirach 2:10, it say, "Look at the generations of old, and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken, or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?" And the answer is nobody, man. The Lord delivered uh, anyone that had full trust in Him, that was faithful unto Him, man. So why would the Lord not do that in this time period? And because these same men, that's rehearsing the righteous acts. These was the same men the Lord delivered in their past lives, man. Back here in the flesh today, in the reincarnation, throughout the four corners of the earth, man. These are the same. These scriptures, these same men that's written in these scriptures is back here on earth, man. Doing the same thing, man, and the same thing is going to happen unto them. They're going to be delivered. They're going to be rewarded, man. You know, hey, that's how. powerful and cold this is, man. You know, everything in history repeats itself, man. Hey, but this time, like it's saying Daniel's 12, this time it's gonna be a time like no other, man. So hey, the deliverance is gonna be even on a more powerful level, man. And this time that we're in, man. This is um Hebrews chapter 11 verse 4. It say by faith Abel offered unto a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Right. Abel was another example, man, of a man of good works, of serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know, and to the point where even when he went back to the spirit world, the Lord still heard his cry and took vengeance for him, man, by cursing Cain, man. You know, because like Cain was wicked. He wasn't a faithful servant, man. You know, he forsook the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. He forsook his brother, man. You know, so a Cain is an example of not to be, example of the wicked, man. You know, but Abel was the example of righteousness, man. All these people are just all these righteous men. These is examples of leadership, man. You know, it's in order to serve Yahweh Shem Shah, be faithful, you have to have faith, man. Just like back in the Maccabees, it said, the first thing it said, Abraham, hold on, let me go to it real quick. He said, was not Abraham found faithful in temptation and it imputed unto him for righteousness, right? He was faithful, man. He had that faith, man. But all these men, they had faith in Yahweh Shemel Shah. And that's how they was to still that's how they was able to keep their integrity and continue to be that faithful servant because they had faith to do it, man. You know, and through your faith, that's what's going to deliver you, man. You know, like Abraham, I mean Abel, through his faith, that's how he was. That's why the Most High accepted his offerings, man. You know, and heard his cry, man. You know, and like the scriptures say, faith without works is dead. These men had works with their faith. They works showed their faith, man. You know, it say by by Enoch by Enoch was translated that he should not see death and was found not because and was not found because the Most High had translated him. For before his translations, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. There you go. And how did he please the Most High, man? By following his ways, by having faith, by putting work in, man, to where he got delivered from all that wickedness that was going on, man. It say verse 6, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that is he, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So in order to serve Yahweh Shai, you have to have faith, man. You know, and if you have faith, you go seek him consistently, man. That's what that word diligent go into, being consistent, man. You're gonna have faith in Yahweh Shai, and that's gonna make you seek him consistently, and you go be rewarded for that, man. But it all goes back to your faith, man. You know, and right now it's the main time to have as much faith as possible in Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 7 it say by faith Noah being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved without fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, and by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith, man. And that's the same thing we're doing now. This is another example, and all these men is a part of the elect, and all of them is back. All these men is back here on earth today, doing the same thing, showing that faith. For the most part, all these men is back here today if they're not in the spirit world. But outside of that, majority of these men is back here today, man, doing the same thing that they was doing in their past lives, man. It said Noah um, prophesying the things that's not seen, and what the people do, talk shit, scoff. They didn't believe him, rejected it, and that's the same thing these people doing now, man. Because all them people back in Noah time is back here in the reincarnation doing the same thing. Everybody on earth doing the same thing they've been doing, man. Because it's the same spirits, man. You know, and it say and it said he prepared an order, and he ain't just get delivered, but the Lord delivered his house, man. And that's how powerful this thing is. Hey, the Lord, if you believe on Yahushua HaMashiach, like it's saying X, he gonna save you and your house, man. Just like Noah, he saved him and his house, you know. And the Lord gonna do the same thing this time. He's gonna save his men and their house, man. Hey, because the multitude, the numeral multitude, the rest of the 1/3 is gonna be saved through the 144,000, man. You know, but it's by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should, after receive an inheritance, obeyed and went out, not knowing whither he went. He just had faith. He went through the Spirit. He obeyed Yahweh Bashim Shah. He obeyed the Lord. He just went to go do it, man, because he was a faithful servant, man. He didn't stay at his father's house, because hey, all of them, you know, that stayed at his with his father and his father himself, they was wicked. They was worshiping idols, man. The Lord had to separate him, you know, and tried them, you know, and gave him a land. Oh, it say by faith he sojourned in the land of promise as a stranger as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. So about Moses having faith, guess what? Even his sons was able to was able to go to the land as well that the Lord led him to, man. You know, and promised his sons, man. You know, because so it's just so cold. If this example, if Abraham would have never led an example, then it would have been no example for his son and his grandson to follow after, man. You know, so you showing faith and leading examples. It's not just benefiting you and your house, but it's benefiting everybody else that comes after you, man. That's why Eleazar um, didn't eat that swan that the Maccabees was trying to get him to eat, because that would have left a bad example, man. It's a for he looked for a city which have foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. It say through faith also Sarah herself received strength to a conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. So, hey, there go another example, man. There go a woman, for example, that had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. That was that was considered righteous, man. You know, it say, therefore sprang there even one of him, even of one and him as good as dead. So it say, therefore sprang there even of one and him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky, and multitude as the sand which is by the seashore, innumerable. And that's how much Israelites it is. Numbered, hey, it's so many Israelites. The Lord numbered them um, as the stars in the sky, and as the sand of the sea, man. That's a numeral multitude. That's a number that no man can count, man. You know? And this is the blessing that came out of having faith, that came out of being a faithful servant, that came out of seeking Yahweh, seeking the Lord early, man. You know? This is this is the blessing that came out of that, man. And the blessing not even over with yet. It's a it's a these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, and truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is in heavenly, wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their God, for he hath prepared for them a city. It's a let me make sure I said that. Let me go. Um, yeah, man, because they just to make a quick point. Whether you the elect or not, you're still supposed to have faith, and you're still supposed to serve Yahweh Bashmi Shah at the end of the day, because that's what the Lord commanded us to do. Like He said, this is the whole duty of man to fear the Most High and keep His commandments, man. So that's something we're supposed to do anyway, man, elect or not. But hey, at the same time, we're striving to be the elect. So the Lord, He can reward you um, for doing these things, man. Like He promised, man. If the Lord ain't break none of these promises now, why would He start? I mean, then why would He start breaking the promises now? That don't make sense because the Lord said that He changed not. I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed, man. It say, um, verse 17, by faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and that had received the promises, offered up his only begotten son. That's another example. He gave up his only son. It said, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from from whence also he received him in figure. And that's another thing. Abraham knew, let's say he would have killed Isaac or offered him up, he knew the Lord was able able to make him come back alive, man. You know, so hey, that's how much faith he had in the Lord. He's like, all right, even if it goes this route, hey, the Lord gonna make him come back up. The Lord can kill somebody, make him come right back alive the right next second, man. You know, hey, in that same second, the Lord can kill somebody, make them come back alive, like ain't nothing happened, man. You know, and because the Lord is the ultimate power, He's able to do anything, man. You know, hey, it's good to say that he's a God of life, man. You know, so Abraham he wasn't worried. He wasn't worried about the worst case scenario. He was one about everything what the will of the Lord was, man. You know, they say by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau to some of the same. But by faith, right? Isaac got the blessing and Esau didn't. I mean, sorry, Jacob got the blessing and Esau didn't. But Jacob had the faith. It said, and Isaac had faith, blessing Jacob. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I wrote the down because it said about faith, Isaac, blessed Jacob and Esau. So like it blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. And because how it happened, Esau uh, was set up to get the blessing, you know. But hey, how the most high wanted to do it, hey, the most high gave Jacob the blessing, you know. And Isaac was wrong, but hey, he gave hey, the blessing was ordained for Jacob. And hey, he gave Esau a blessing. But Esau and Jacob didn't get the same blessing. Jacob got the blessing of the king. Esau's blessing was by the mountain, you know. So I think that was already ordained. That was part of prophecy. When it says about they, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worship upon the top of his staff, you know. So hey, um, Jacob, um, um, right, he gave the blessing Joseph's two sons. What was the name? Ephraim and Manasseh, you know. And Ephraim Yes, lucky phone died. But Hebrews chapter 11, verse 22. By faith, Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents because they saw he was a proper child, and they, not afraid of the king's commandment, by faith, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And what was the letter end of that? The nation of Israel will receive the land, man. You know, will receive the promised land, man. And Moses was able to see the promised land. He couldn't go there, but he was able to see it, man, because he had that faith, man. He chose to deal with the affliction, to deal with the suffering, that at the end receive peace, man. You know, it's a esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for um he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. You know, so he chose he chose the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah than the ways of these heathens, the ways of the flesh, man, the ways of sin. You know, and that's what we're doing now. We're choosing to seek Yahweh Shemel Shah early, seeking while he may be found, call upon him while he is near, than to join hand in hand with Esau, man. That's about to get destroyed. That's kingdom's about to get destroyed, man. You know, it say by faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. It say through faith he kept the Passover and sprinkled of blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch them. Right. And that was a righteous act. The work showed his faith, man. You know, it's a let's say let's say by faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians essaying to do were drowned. By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believed not, when she had received the spies with peace. And that was a heathen, man. A heathen knew that these the chosen people. They about to take over this land. Hey, let's not mess with them, man. This was a heathen woman, man. Hey, and the Lord delivered her, man. So how much more for his man? That's Israelites. That's doing his will. That's seeking him 10 times more. You know, it's a and what shall I say more? And what shall I more say? For the time will fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah, of David also and Samuel and of the prophets, because it's more and more, many accounts, many different examples of different men that showed faith, man, that was faithful unto Yahweh Shemel Shah, that kept their integrity, man. You know, it's a it's a that basically yeah, that basically was it. That basically was the point. But even Paul himself was an example. You know, Yahweh Shah was the ultimate example, man. You know, but the key is look at the generations of old. Well, hey, did they get forsaken? Did the Lord give up on them? Did He let them down? Absolutely not, man. You know, and the Lord, He's not gonna do that this time, man. I got one more scripture. This the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 25. It said, I have been young and now am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So yeah, man, the righteous will never be forsaken, man. It said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth them out of them all, man. So, Lord willing, this was edifying with that. I'm gonna close out giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Akakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, who grew well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom and abad the ball.